Welcome everyone to the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field in Vancouver, British Columbia. It is my honor to welcome you this evening. My name is Jimena Gavino. I am the center leader for Vancouver. There are 11 Master Sha Tao centers in the world. And these centers are special because they hold a very unique field. This field is a source field. What is the source? So the source is the ultimate creator of heaven and Mother Earth. So how is it possible that there is a field? There are 11 of these fields on Mother Earth. It's because Dr. and Master Sha is a world-renowned teacher, healer, humanitarian, and he is, as he says in his own words, he is a servant of the divine, the Tao, the source. He is a channel. He has been given the task by the soul world, by the divine, by the Tao, the source, to bring their presence to Mother Earth by creating Tao calligraphies, by transmitting Tao golden light balls, by singing Tao songs and Tao mantras, by doing Tao movement, Tao dancing. There are many, many different ways that Master Sha is able to bring the invisible world of the soul world into the physical world by transmitting into the physical world a field from the source and the Tao. So the calligraphy behind me, let me move out of the way so you can see it. So the calligraphy behind me is a Tao calligraphy. I'll see if I can move further. So you can see, it's actually a very big calligraphy. It's probably like a 5 or 6 foot calligraphy, probably 6 foot calligraphy. This calligraphy was created by Dr. and Master Sha. It is created using a technique called Ibiza, which was only taught to the emperor and the emperor's family who lived in the Forbidden City. This was taught by the Taisher, which is the highest teacher in the land. And so the highest teacher is, of course, then recruited and asked to teach the royal family. This technique was used for fast communication. So it was a form of fast communication. It's called Ibiza, one-stroke words, which means that instead of having a number of different strokes that are individual and separate, that instead there's one continuous, very quick writing of an entire character, sometimes an entire phrase. And this technique itself, when Master Sha learned about it from Professor Lee, who was the sole and only lineage holder of this technique, she's the only one that was still alive, right? So when he heard about it, because he had studied Tai Chi, Qigong, I Ching, Feng Shui, all of the Eastern arts, he understood the significance of one Qi. Because when you write if you write the word in one continuous stroke, it means you're writing it in one Qi. That unification of the Qi is the Mecca of healing. It is the Mecca of the spiritual journey. Because when we can unify our Qi, when we can unify we have in Master Sha's teaching, every organ, every system, every cell, every space has a soul. When we can unify all the souls as one, when we can unify all of our consciousness, every organ, every system, every cell unit has a consciousness. Every organ, system, cell unit has a heart. Not a physical heart that's pumping blood, a spiritual heart. when we can unify all of the hearts into one heart. And then we can unify our soul, our heart, our mind, our body into one, a oneness being. We then meld with the Tao. And that is the totality. That is the ultimate goal of the spiritual journey, is to we come from the source. How do we go back to the source? How can we go back to the source? And so in this time on Mother Earth that is troubled, that is filled with angst, turmoil, I had a call from someone today who said, I don't know what's happening on the earth, but I see things in people, I see things in myself, I feel so discombobulated. I said, yeah, that's all true. That's all happening. Everything that you're saying is true. Why? Why is this happening? Because Mother Earth is purifying. It can no longer hold our negative information. We walk on Mother Earth. We transmit onto Mother Earth our positive and our negative information. But how many of us walk with the purpose of transmitting positive information? And how many of us walk with the purpose of releasing the negativity that we're carrying in our heart? Every thought we have as we're walking, positive, negative, is transmitted to Mother Earth. Every emotion that we have, positive or negative, is transmitted to Mother Earth. It's transmitted it's transmitted up to heaven as well. It's transmitted to all of humanity. We are in one unified quantum field that at the moment is highly, highly divided. So in its great compassion for humanity, the soul world is bringing the source field to humanity to help humanity purify its own unpleasantness. Because if not, things could get more complicated. Excuse me, I need some Tao. This is Tao water. Because I was going to cough and I thought, oh goodness, I can't have a coughing fit right now. So, Tao water, heal me, Tao water, heal me, Tao water, heal me. Okay, so in this field, what does it mean to be in a field that is a source field? It means that we are in a field of infinite possibilities. A source field, the source can create anything. It is the ultimate creator of everyone and everything. It can create beyond what we as human beings can imagine. So this is a field of infinite possibilities. This is a field of infinite love, of the most positive, most pure love, of the most positive messages. Why is that important? Because sometimes the messages that we carry are really, really negative. Not too long ago, we had somebody, Linda was here, and I spoke with her. I just spoke with her recently about how she's doing. So I'm going to give you an update. Had a horrible accident. Horrible, horrible accident. And she was guiding a horse into a trailer, and the trailer was going to then take the horse to the hospital. And something, a message, it's not something, a message triggered the horse. She was holding on to the rope. I don't remember the name. There's a name for that specific rope. Holding on to this rope, guiding the horse in, and then the horse was spooked. It was So everything happened very fast. She cannot remember it because she was suffering from extreme PTSD. Lost the fingers on one hand and part of her arm. So very traumatized even now. She has a hard time thinking about that particular horse. But here's the thing. She just spent a week working with horses on a different ranch. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. But she was able to do it. And she was actually able to assist one of the horses with something that it needed, some support that it needed. And is doing actually well. Can't say that the PTSD has cleared, but a lot of, there's the PTSD and then there's everything around it, right? So all the distraction, all the busyness, the lack of focus, the lack of sleep, a lot of that has already cleared. A lot of that has already cleared. So that is in just I started to work with her in August. 5 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks. And she had her accident a year ago. A year ago. And she's tried all kinds of things. She told me all the things she's looking at right now to try and heal the PTSD. So she's continuing to explore other options, yeah. But already she's experienced a lot of transformation. So here in this field, everything is possible. But 50% of the work is done by the field, 50% of the work is done by us. So I'm going to go to the Zoom, and I want to say hello to everybody. Okay, where am I? Oh, hold on, wrong browser. All right. So I want to say hello to everybody who's here. Let me see, Trisha, Nuri, Brianna, Monique. And Monique is here also in the Zoom. Judy, beautiful Judy, thank you. And Charlie, Catherine, Yaz, Melissa. Welcome, everybody. So please introduce yourselves. And please, Lydia, Barb, and please invite your friends and loved ones, because you don't know what we're going to do. But are you always surprised? Are you always amazed by what happens here on our Wednesday evenings? Yeah. Sarah says this is our signature event. Monique's going, yeah, okay. So please post not only that you're here, which is great. Why are you here? Why are you here tonight? Yeah. What would you like to experience? And then we're going to start with the practice, but I want to know first what you would like to experience. So Sarah's going, yes, it is our signature event. That's what she's referring to. Okay, so why are you here? What would you like to experience? What would you like to transform in your life? Because in this field, hold on, anything is possible. Sorry. Anything and everything is possible. I wrote a letter recently to Master Sha because I was just realizing I had gotten a letter from a client, and that letter was like 180 degrees from the kinds of letters that people used to write about me. And I had to write to Master Sha to say, look, this is a miracle. This is truly a miracle. This kind of transformation is a miracle. Okay, so Shirley says, Shirley's here from the Philippines. Welcome. And Jean says Anna is with her. Great. Yes, diabetes. Okay. I thought most people do think of thinking well for others. I thought most people do think of thinking well for others. They do. Yeah, they do. They do. Okay. So continue to invite your friends and loved ones to join us, and continue to post We joined to learn more knowledge for his spiritual journey. But what about yours, Judy? Why are you here? Judy Sisk. And Rihanna says, I'm here to transform my chronic conditions. Yep. Lydia, I love to be here. It's always an amazing and miraculous evening. I think so too. Love to see the transformation in others and myself. I want to serve, heal, and transform my energy field. No better place than the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field. And Monique, I'm here to support people and witness more miracles. Yeah. Barb, I'm here every week because the field is so nourishing and often surprising, always enlightening. Beautiful. That's a great quote. That is a really great quote. Nori says, my kidneys and heart, insomnia. Judy Ann wants to connect with members of our soul family because more can do amazing transformation. Yeah. The more people that are connecting, the more powerful the field is. That there is the field of the source field, but then we contribute with our presence, with our love, our compassion. So let's practice, everybody. I'm actually into our heart, into our soul, and into our minds to transform the pollution that we're carrying. So I invite you to trace. I'm going to lead you with chanting. Greatest love, greatest love. Make a request. What would you like to transform? Dear the Da-I calligraphy, please give me a blessing for. What is your request? Greatest love, 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 greatest love. Die, 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 die. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. Die, 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 die. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. So if you have multiple conditions, maybe you have a chronic condition, a challenging condition, my suggestion would be that you trace to open the heart, because the messages that you're carrying about the condition that you have or the challenge that you have, the messages, our heart carries those messages. The heart houses the mind and the soul. The soul is the warehouse of all the messages. The more we can purify the heart, the more we purify the soul. So Da-I is one of the 10 greatest qualities of the Tao. This quality is carried in our heart. When we trace it, we can bring this quality in its purity from the calligraphy into our heart. So we are literally bringing source love into our hearts. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. Die, 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 die. Greatest love, unconditional love, melts all blockages, purifies your heart and soul. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. Die, 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 die. Greatest love, unconditional love, melts all blockages, purifies your heart and soul. So let's take a moment and ask Sarah and Monique to share what they saw as we were tracing as a group.
Thank you very much, Ximena. What a beautiful practice. The field is very strong tonight because, after about 5 times going around the circle 3 times, the heat was really, really pouring. And what I saw was, with each time we went around the circle, it was like the waves when you drop a pebble in the pond, and the waves went out in concentric circles like that. But then I saw the light going to specific areas in people's fields, in their hearts, and the messages were being, it was like a densified strengthening of the light going into these more challenging blockages that people may have for whatever reason. And then it was just surrounding that with that light, a densified form of the light being formed in there that was helping to dissolve those stronger blockages. So very interesting. Hadn't seen it concentrate like that before. And very powerful too. I'm really, I'm really hot already. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Monique?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for this practice. I love that eye. And that's exactly what it is, the field of that eye. It went way up in the frequency and vibrations, not only of the calligraphy, but the whole center where you are, the whole field, was like coming into people and removing that negative message. And for one, it was like, oh, I can handle it. It was removed and replaced by a very powerful positive message. And for another, it was rebalancing the yin and yang, rebalancing emotions in the body, rebalancing fire and water. It was wonderful equilibrium. It was aligning with the love of the source, the most positive, powerful love. And that love we all need. And some people really, really needed to receive that love. So thank you so much, Ximena.
So we have to thank the source. We have to thank Master Sha, because without his great love and compassion for humanity, he wouldn't continue to serve at higher and higher levels and then receive higher and higher abilities, which are then reflected in the field. So he's currently available. He's sharing. He's gifting to humanity soul healing Tao blessings, Tao song blessings, Tao calligraphy blessings on Instagram every day at 9 a.m. And maybe the team can post that, can post that link to his Instagram. Maybe you can post it on the, Sarah is, I think, can you do that? Can you guide the team? Thank you, Sarah. So they'll post that. Sarah will guide the team. You'll see it in a minute. So join Master Sha every day, 5 minutes. He pours his heart and soul into those 5 minutes of blessing. What you're experiencing here is mild compared to what he's doing. So why is he doing this? Because he's seeing how much turbulence and disharmony there is in the world. And he wants to help to bring more love, more peace, more harmony to the world. So he needs to have greater and greater abilities. When we are in his field, we benefit from those higher and higher blessings that he's received. More of our imbalances, more of our negative information is cleared. Our fields, our individual fields get more and more pure. And then when we come together, it's amazing. This is why I know almost everybody who's on the chat in the live stream. In one way or another, I know you. I've worked with you. I've supported you, or in one way or another. So when we come together, the field is really, really strong. And then people who are not as frequent blessing receivers as we are, they benefit as well. They get a lot of blessings. Okay, so before I go on, I want to introduce you to my special guest. And I should ask everybody, what did everybody else feel? What did everybody else experience? Who's on the chat? What did you experience during this blessing? Anna says, I'd like more courage. Melissa, purity, purify my heart. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Sarah. She just shared the Instagram. So be sure to be interactive, everybody. The more you share what you are experiencing yourself, the more blessings you receive. And I'm not going to explain that any further other than to say that. Okay, so let me invite, I have a special guest. Her name is Natasha. So welcome, Natasha. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, I figured it out. Hi.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
So, Natasha, are you okay sharing with people what you're currently working to transform?
Yes.
Okay. So let me I'll ask you a few questions. So Natasha is working to transform addiction. And addiction comes in many, many different shapes and flavors, and, it's not one thing. So I'm just going to ask her a few questions to share a little bit. So Natasha, when do you think addiction first kind of appeared in your life? When did it surface? Yeah.
Very, very young age.
Very young? How young were you?
I'm not sure. Maybe around 4 or 5.
Wow. Okay. So that's a message, right? That's a message. No one can say, when you're very young and already you have, you're experiencing that, that's a message. You came with that message. That message is in your message warehouse. So tell me a little bit, because I don't actually know too much about what your history has been. So how did your addiction start? And then take me to where you are now.
I'd rather just go to the part that we've been working with, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. No issue.
It's been maybe 5 years. I was smoking marijuana and thought that I couldn't smoke it anymore. So I resorted to crack cocaine. And I'm just coming out of going back to keep using it, and here I am. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So addiction, addiction is an issue. It's a heart chakra issue. The heart chakra is in the middle of the chest. And so Natasha, you know, the practice that we are doing, tracing the Da-I calligraphy, this is actually gonna, that's a great practice for you. That's a really, really great practice for you. So do you want to share with people, because you've been doing a little bit of tracing recently, yes?
yes.
And is it helping you?
Yeah, so it's very calming. It brings happiness and joy, and it just helps me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So the reason I mention this is because a lot of times with addiction, the mind is very busy. There's a lot of mind chatter, an incredible amount of mind chatter. And it's very difficult for people who have addictions to sit still or, you know, to quiet themselves. But tracing the Tao calligraphies is actually quite helpful, especially like if you have a card with you. I have a card here. I can show it again. I just wanted to make sure. So you can have the card with you and pull it out at any time when emotions come up. Because there's a lot of emotions generally that any emotion can be stirred up. So from what I know about addiction, two emotions are quite strong. One is anger and the other is fear. So learning to transform those and finding a tool like the Da-I cards and the Da-I calligraphy is extremely helpful for addiction. So what we're going to do, Natasha, is I'm going to offer you a service. And then we're going to together, we're all going to trace. Okay? Are you okay receiving for me to give you a big blessing?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay. So if I could ask Monique and Sarah to watch, yeah. So there are so the calligraphies are able to, we can connect with the field that's inside the calligraphies. The field is transmitted to the calligraphies at the time that Master Sha is writing the calligraphies. He reaches up, he connects directly to heaven, the source opens, and a field is transmitted into the calligraphy. The calligraphy is visible, the field is invisible. We trace the calligraphy, and as we trace the calligraphy, we are connecting to the field. The calligraphy can transmit. The calligraphy that's sitting right next to me, standing right on the stand right now, can transmit a golden light ball, a small source field in the form of a golden light ball into Natasha's message center. Okay, so watch as I offer her very, very special blessings. But addiction is very difficult. Even people who have 25, 30 years of sobriety can lose their sobriety. But they don't know why. And it's because another level of negative messages, another higher level of messages of addiction comes up to the surface. By receiving golden light treasures, already Natasha has a treasure for healing addiction to crack cocaine. But addiction, I learned this from Master Sha when he was working with people who had addiction. Addiction, the substance, the matter, the residual ends up in the liver, ends up in the kidneys, ends up in the spleen. And as a result, that can trigger those residual trace amounts of the substance, of the chemicals, can trigger a desire for cigarettes, for alcohol, for coffee, for chocolate, whatever, video games, or now it would be whatever, social media, movies, porn, all kinds of stuff. Because there's a chemicals in the body. So I'm going to offer her those three treasures, but I'm also going to offer her a very, very special treasure, because this is really what people who have addiction need. So close your eyes. This is beyond a golden light ball. So close your eyes, Natasha, and say to heaven, dear God, whatever you believe in. I didn't believe in God. I believed in the universe. So whatever you believe in, dear the God, dear the universe, I am grateful to receive these blessings to heal and transform my addiction to crack cocaine. Tao order, Tao Chang, Tao calligraphy healing field, transmit Tao golden light hold and golden liquid spring for the Shanzhong, the center of the heart chakra, acupuncture point in the center of the heart chakra, to Natasha. Transmission begins now. All treasures join as one. So let's talk a little bit about what that looked like. And can I ask Monique or Sarah who would like to start?
I can start. Thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share this beautiful, beautiful image. Quite often when I'm watching a transmission come in, it comes in very quickly, like a bolt of lightning kind of a thing. But in this case today, I saw the golden light come down through the crown chakra very, very slowly. And there was a real sense of deep love as it came through. And it stopped for a little while in the brain area to help the negative thinking that can happen, and then continued down into the heart. And it was, it kind of I could see multiple layers in her heart. Like when you look into a mirror, into a mirror, into a mirror, and you see at infinite like that. It was like that the light was going down into these infinite layers in her heart and illuminating each layer. And then I saw there a couple of Natasha's, guardian angels or spirit guides there behind her with their hands on her shoulder and just, being there supporting her. So this light came in slowly and very, very deeply and very softly. And it came in with a lot of love from her team, from the Tao. Just beautiful to watch. That was what I was seeing. Thank you very much for allowing me to share.
Thank you, Sarah. Monique?
Yes, congratulations, Natasha, for receiving this transmission. And what I saw with my spiritual eye is the blessing in the acupuncture point of the heart started shining and radiating from Natasha's spiritual heart all through the body and around her, almost like creating a field of protection. And that field of protection is connected to the field of the source. And she's receiving huge protection that will prevent her from relapsing. And it's a protection of love, pure love. That this protection is also removing the craving, and it's also allowing the nervous system to completely relax. So I saw from the acupuncture point of the heart all through the body and through the spinal cord, nervous system, relaxing Natasha. And also it's giving a new message of confidence that she can. Thank you so much for Master Shah for allowing us to receive those treasures. Thank you.
Let's activate the treasure for her. So dear Tao Golden Light Ball and Golden Liquid, Tao Shanjong Golden Light Hole and Golden Liquid Spring. For Natasha, please turn on. And everybody chant with me. Tao Shanjong. Let me put it into the chat for you. Tao Shanjong Golden Light Ball and Golden Liquid Spring. Okay? I hope it's all spelled correctly. So Tao Shanjong Golden Light Ball, Tao Shanjong Golden Liquid Spring, Tao Shanjong Golden Light Ball, Tao Shanjong Golden Liquid Spring. And I'm going to bring the calligraphy back. Tao Shanjong Golden Light Ball, Tao Shanjong Golden Liquid Spring. So I invite you to trace. You can trace with your hand, the 5-finger tracing, or you can trace with your lower abdomen. In a minute, I'll show you, for those of you who don't know how to do that. Tao Shanjong Golden Light Ball, Tao Shanjong Golden Liquid Spring, Tao Shanjong Golden Light Ball, Tao Shanjong Golden Liquid Spring, Tao Shanjong Golden Light Ball, Tao Shanjong Golden Liquid Spring, Tao Shanjong Golden Light Ball, Tao Shanjong Golden Liquid Spring, Tao Shanjong Golden Light Ball, Tao Shanjong Golden Liquid Spring, Tao Shanjong Golden Light Ball, Tao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Start over. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light fall. Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light fall. Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light fall. Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Everybody chant with me. Everybody give your greatest love to her, so that she knows she can do this. She has our support. She's not alone. The divine, the Tao, the source are with you. Dao Shanjung, golden light, oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light, oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanjung, golden light. Oh, Dao Shanjung, golden liquid spring. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Martha. Okay, so Sarah and Monique, can you share? What did you see?
Oh, that was absolutely phenomenal. We are so blessed to have the calligraphy that Master Shah wrote, because as you explained, when he writes, he is in the field, he's connecting directly with the highest, most positive realm. And when we chant and trace the calligraphy, we are all bringing the 30 of us tonight. We are shining that eye from the source to Natasha. It's like Natasha is surrounded by a whole team, 30 of us in the Tao Chang, with all the whole committee from the universe, from the highest realm, and it shines on her, this incredible healing light, powerful healing love. And it's a new message. I love myself. I love myself. The love inside of her is so powerful now. It's so powerful that it's dissolving old, deep-seated negative messages and the power of this love. And if she continues to practice, as we say, 50% is the transmission, 50% is the practice. Continue to practice, and you will continue to gain the benefits of this incredible transmission. Congratulations, Natasha.
Thank you, Monique. And Sarah?
Yes. Wow, this was powerful. It was very interesting to watch because I was seeing the light moving out from the treasure and the light coming in from the field at the same time. And this was enabling it, you know, the messages are in every single cell, not just in the cell of the heart, but, you know, the cells, all the body has every cell, the message is in there. It's been there for a long time, as Monique said. And so this light was coming in from the field. It was coming in from the treasure, and you know, sort of coming at the cells from both sides and really shining that light, that love that melts all blockages into every cell. So it was like a thorough cleansing of love light. It was very beautiful to watch. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. So, Natasha, how are you feeling? What did you experience?
I feel very good, very protected. I feel like I just been given the strength to keep going and keep tracing the calligraphy, and I'm going to be okay.
Yeah. 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 So, I'm going to help you a little bit more. Why am I doing this? Well, because we're in a field. But because when you have a condition that is very extreme, we have to support people. And I want you to understand, I want everybody to understand, what is the power of the field? What is the power of the Tao calligraphy healing field? Yeah. So, you know, I was just marveling because, of course, I went to the store that has the phones. I can't say the name of it. But anyways, I went to the store that has the phones. Very busy store. I was there for 2 hours. And they were talking to me about, you know, what they could do for my existing phone, which was nothing. And then my options going forward. And I was realizing that they're doing what Master Sha's doing, but in a very on a very basic physical level sense. So every year they have another iteration, a next level phone that has higher capabilities. So they're explaining to me that if I wanted to spend $2,500, I could get a phone that had 4 cameras. And they did all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Because there are people now who use their phones for photography as a profession, or for art as a profession. And so it had amazing capabilities. But I, of course, I just point my phone and I take a picture, and I can't even see half the time because of the sun. I can't see what I'm taking a picture of. Then I come back and then I look through the pictures that I took. I take 2 or 3 of everything that I do, and then I choose the one that's best. But there's nothing, it wasn't planned, it wasn't premeditated. It's just a point and shoot and hope for the best. So Master Sha offers Tao Golden Light Balls. I'm going to transmit some of those. But we have other services. So the service that Natasha just received is called a Golden Light Ho. and golden liquid spring. That treasure is very advanced. When you have a very challenging situation, I have challenging conditions. I have multiple chronic conditions. You need a treasure like the golden light whole in golden liquid spring. Why do you have chronic conditions? Decades of accumulation of negative information in the body makes the body very dense. You can have, when the Tarlov cysts, when that negative information was activated in me, I was using my third eye. It was pitch black. Look, this is my new phone. It's pitch black. This is what I saw, pitch black. I thought my third eye had been closed. It was pitch black. That's how extreme the negativity was. For that, you need very high-level services. That's why Master Sha could not help me. He had to wait to be uplifted and uplifted and uplifted in order to be able to help me. This is why he serves so hard, is so he can gain greater and greater capabilities. Then he turns around and he gives us those abilities. So I'm honored. I'm one of 12 people who has the ability to transmit thou golden light whole and golden liquid spring. For a situation like this, you need that level of treasures. But she also needs treasures for the liver, treasure for the kidneys, and a treasure for the spleen. The kidneys and the liver purify. Those organs purify the body, and so they are removing the toxins. But traces of those toxins end up as residual in the liver and in the kidneys, and they can chemically reactivate the addiction. So let me transmit that. So Tao order, Tao Cheng, Tao calligraphy Shen, transmit, Tao golden light ball and golden liquid spring for kidneys to Natasha at the most appropriate level, layer, dimension. Transmission begins. Tao order, Tao Cheng, Tao calligraphy gun, liver. Transmit Tao golden light ball and golden liquid spring for gun, for liver, to Natasha at the most appropriate level, layer, and dimension. Transmission begins now. Tao order, Tao Cheng, Tao calligraphy healing field. Transmit Tao golden light ball, golden liquid spring for spleen. As appropriate and only if appropriate, at the most appropriate level, layer, dimension, to Natasha. Transmission begins now. All treasures join as one. Tao golden light ball, Tao golden liquid spring, Tao golden light balls, Tao golden liquid springs, 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 Tao golden light balls, Tao Tao, golden liquid springs. So let's focus on the liver. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light hold, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Tao liver, golden light ball. Tao liver, golden liquid spring. Okay. Kidneys. Tao kidneys, golden light ball. Tao kidneys, golden liquid spring. Tao kidneys, golden light ball. Tao kidneys, golden liquid spring. Tao kidneys, golden light ball. Tao kidneys, golden liquid spring. Tao kidneys, golden light ball. Tao kidneys, golden liquid spring. Tao kidneys, golden light ball. Tao kidneys, golden liquid spring. Tao kidneys, golden light ball. Tao kidneys and golden liquid spring. And now the spleen. Tao spleen, golden light ball. Tao spleen, golden liquid spring. Tao spleen, golden light ball. Tao spleen, golden liquid spring. Tao spleen, golden light ball. Tao spleen, golden liquid spring. Tao spleen, golden light ball, Tao spleen, golden liquid spring, Tao spleen, golden light ball, Tao spleen, golden liquid spring, Tao spleen, golden light ball, Tao spleen, golden liquid spring. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's see what did you see for those treasures?
Well, I can share. Thank you. What I saw was that these were very welcome. This chanting was very welcome. The treasures were very welcome by the organs because they were looking as though they were very tired. And I think that Natasha could, with practice, feel much more energy, and that there was significant amount of clearing in the liver. The kidneys, I could actually feel myself. I could feel the difference in my own kidneys, sympathetically or something. I was feeling that was very nourishing for her kidneys. And for the spleen, I don't know if this is correct or not, but what I was receiving was that there could have been some digestive problems where maybe sometimes there was nausea or something, and that with practice will also get diminished with the correct amount of practice to keep practicing with the treasures. But there's so much more light, still lots of chanting and practice to do, but what a huge difference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarah. Monique?
Yes, particularly the liver. I saw the liver in the beginning was almost like half functioning. I saw like half the liver, and the second half was almost dried out. That means the cells inside were not activated. And with the chanting, actually, I felt so hot. I had so much heat myself. But the heat and the chanting and the tracing and being in the field has activated the cells inside the liver and inside all the organs, but particularly the liver, which is the organ of the wood and anger, frustration, impatience. So the more we chanted, the more the cells activated and it became fuller. It's almost like the balloon was half blown. Like the liver became fuller and fuller and very happy. Actually, the cells were so happy. Yeah, we're being nourished and we're receiving the nourishment that we need. And then there was a polishing. What is magnificent with the Tao Golden Light Ball, Golden Liquid Spring, is that it's covering the liver and it's sealing because it was leaking with negative messages, negative information. It was leaking its energy. And now there's a seal around the liver. There's a seal around the spleen and the kidneys to protect them. And then with practice, continue to nourish your organs because they're so happy when they receive the chanting and the light from the calligraphy. So keep doing it, Natasha, and your body will be so happy and so healthy. Thank you, Master Shah, for these treasures.
This is a Tao Golden Light Hole, H-O-L-E, hole. A Tao Golden Light hole is significantly different than a Tao Golden Light ball. A Tao Golden Light hole literally is a vacuum. It literally removes massive amounts of negative information. And it's the honor fees, of course, are commensurate with what is being offered. It is a huge, huge, huge blessing. That's different than a golden light ball and golden liquid spring. So the Tao Golden Light Hole, when you have a situation like this, there's a lot of negative information. The level of negative information is high, very, very high. So when you think about, addiction was already active early in life, and now continues into adulthood, that's a chunk of time. That's maybe 40 years that this has been going on. So the body is going to be very dense. So a golden light hole and a golden liquid spring then can remove massive amounts of literally suctions out massive amounts of negativity and fills that space with golden light. Otherwise, the golden light ball is going to remove it, but it's going to be much, much slower, and the person would need to do 5-6 hours of practice. Yeah. Okay, Natasha, how do you feel? What did you experience? And everybody else post in the chat. What did you experience? The field was so high at one point. I was just like, gosh, I can't even type. So if everybody can post, what did you experience? What did you feel during that transmission of treasures for Natasha? Yeah. And Natasha, can you unmute and share what your experience was?
I'm not sure how to put it into words.
Did you feel physically anything?
My stomach was like really bothering me today a lot, and it feels better, if that makes any sense.
Yep. So the stomach is the paired organ for the spleen. So by changing the frequency and vibration of the spleen, you're literally changing the frequency and vibration of the entire digestive system, but especially the stomach, right? One is the yin and one is the yang organ. And emotionally, what did you feel? What did you experience?
I just feel more centered and calm. And I feel like I have a lot more inner strength and confidence in myself now.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So do you feel more present?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing about addiction, is that the pain is so high. Doesn't matter, real, not real, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. It's so high. The experience is that the pain is so high that you want out of the pain. So I'm very happy for you, and I'm very, very happy because now when you practice, you'll have greater transformation, greater clearing of blockages. So your practice will be more fruitful, more beneficial to you. So let me recap for everybody what's happened, right? So Natasha, she was referred to me by a Tao Healing Hands practitioner, and she's had a lot of physical pain, but I subsequently found out she had relapsed in addiction. Her addiction to crack cocaine she relapsed. I don't know really what the right terms are. So that's a lot of emotional pain. It's a lot of mental pain. It's a lot of spiritual pain. Addiction is an experience of a strong separation from your original soul and from the source. That separation is huge, or feels very huge. Yeah. So the person can feel extreme levels of pain. So she's been guided over several weeks and has started to trace. She received blessings, and the tracing has finally begun. She's really begun to connect with the tracing, which is amazing, and has attained a level of sobriety, meaning she hasn't hasn't relapsed that I'm aware of. But we wanted to help her because you can hear, her situation is challenging. It's painful. And Master Shah has given us the ability to serve people who have in very difficult situations, very challenging situations. We can serve them. We can serve them with cone calligraphies. We can serve them with cone healer blessings. We can serve them with Da Bei Jo blessings. And we can serve them with the Tao Golden Light Hole and Golden Liquid Spring. Because that can instantly remove massive amounts of negative information. And because it's a permanent transmission, the client activates it and immediately removes massive amounts of negative information. So someone who has addiction, someone who has cancer, someone like myself, Charlotte cysts, it's such a rare condition, they don't even do research. They don't have enough people to do research with. Yeah. But the pain is unbearable. So 25 on a scale of 1 to 10, right? So not only did she receive that, so she's able to continue to remove blockages on her own with this Tao Golden Light Hole, but also receive the Tao Golden Light Ball and Golden Liquid Spring for the liver, for the heart, not the heart, for the liver, for the kidneys, and for the spleen. Because in traditional Chinese medicine, those three are affected by the chemicals in the body. So she has a good foundation now that when she practices, she'll be able to transform. Let me read some of the posts and then I'm going to offer everybody a blessing. So James says, I felt very soothed and I felt the sensation of being loved and supported. Tricia says, oh, Natasha, you are so lucky and blessed to receive more Tao treasures for these 3 organs. I'm so happy for you. This evening's huge blessings are so powerful and are the life and our life and soul saving. Exactly. May, congratulations, Natasha, for the wonderful treasures you have so generously received. Best wishes to you. And Maureen and Phoebe Cat have joined us. Okay, Lydia, I felt very warm and felt very happy for Natasha. She is so blessed, and we are all so blessed to be here to witness this. Greatest gratitude to Jimena, Sarah, Monique, and beloved Master Shah. Nuri, after our first tracing practice before Natasha arrived, I felt more solid and at peace. After tracing and chanting for Natasha, I continue to feel even more solid and more at peace. Yeah, you can continue to trace for Natasha. We'll ask her. And I'm so happy to be part of this evening's group, sending so much love to Natasha, rooting for her. Yeah, thank you, Nuri. Arlene, thank you, feeling more relaxed. Judy Ann says, Charlie said he saw the Tao Golden Light Hole was like a huge vacuum, removing negative information, and Tao Golden Liquid Spring was changing the chemical imbalance for Natasha. Beautiful. Okay, let me chant for you, for everybody. You chant for your request. You served Natasha. You gave her your love. And by the way, even though we only have about 30 to 35 people who join us live, every week we have anywhere from 75 to about 135 people who register. And then mysteriously, we have about 70 or 80 people who watch the live stream replay, and then another 70 or 150 who watch the replay on YouTube. It's amazing. Okay, so I invite everybody, close your eyes, make a request. ask heaven to give you a healing for one organ, one system, one condition, one part of the body, or maybe a relationship that is challenging you. Hey, hong hong er shi won yo yo da di da do 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 yo yo. Hey ya yo ya ya yo ya yo. Yo ya yo ya ya yo ya yo ya yo ya yo. Hey yo ya yo. Ayo ya yo. Hey ya yo ya yo ya yo ya. Ya yo ya yo ya. Yo ya yo ya yo ya yo. Hey yo ya yo. Ayo ya yo. Hey ya yo. Hey ya yo ya yo. Hey ya yo ya yo. Ay ya yo ya yo. Hey ya 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 yo. Hey yo. Ay ya yo. Hey ay ay ya yo. Ya yo. Hey ya yo ya yo. Ay ya yo ya yo. Hey ay ya yo. Ay ya yo. Hey ya yo ya yo. Ay ya yo ya yo. Ya yo ya yo. Ay ya yo ya yo ya yo. How? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so what did you experience? Anybody want to share on the Zoom, and everybody else share in the chat, and then we'll close. Anyone?
Yes, I saw that this was this blessing, the song blessing, was really harmonizing and balancing everything. You know, because when the treasures come in, you know, it's very different for the system and it has to adjust. So that song was really just helping everything equalize, everything balance. It was really, really calming and balancing, harmonizing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. And Monique, what did you see for everybody?
Oh, you know, the heart and love and joy was so like exploding in all directions, and the joy of living in every moment, like to really savor and to really be grateful. And sometimes the gratitude is not always expressed, but the soul knows. So everyone's soul was so happy to receive this beautiful song and receiving it through your channel and from the soul song that you carry, the level that you carry is so soothing. So that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. So let me do a flow for everybody. Yeah. How? So a flow is soul communication. I'm using my spiritual channels to receive a message from heaven. How? For those who were present tonight, you are part of a very sacred and special gathering. Messages, invitations were sent to you at the soul level. Those who responded have been blessed, not only in this moment, but as you continue on your journey. This was a most sacred gathering. Some of the highest saints, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, saints animals, some of the highest committee leaders were here serving, supporting. Each of you has received huge, huge blessings that have uplifted your own spiritual standing, that have cleared significant messages of your own pain, of your own physical challenges, emotional challenges, spiritual challenges, even financial challenges and relationships. There is one for whom the heart would have been challenged in the very near future. And that has been transformed. That message is no longer active. There is another for whom a relationship with a grandparent has been transformed. The distance, the separation will change. An opening has been created. Your service on this day and your service in all lifetimes have brought you here. And tonight you have been given many, many blessings to help you to continue to live a happy and healthy life, and to help you to serve at higher and greater levels. To achieve on your own what was achieved this evening, to receive the same level of blessings, you would need to chant, to trace, to serve for many, many lifetimes. This is the love of your teacher, the love of the one you call Master Sha. Give your greatest love to heaven, the divine, the Tao, Mother Earth, and give your greatest love to the one you call Master Sha. You are so very blessed. You are so dearly loved. How? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here this evening. Thank you for supporting Natasha. Thank you for being a part of the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field in Vancouver. It has been my great honor to serve you, to bring the field to you wherever you are in the world. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Mark. Thank you to the AB team. And thank you, Natasha, for being our special guest. I wish for you the greatest health and happiness. Love you all. Oh, and let me say one more thing. I would love to support you in your healing. So you would need to connect with me to do personal consultation, and I'll be very happy to give you a reading for what services you would need in order to transform whatever you're experiencing. So you can, the team can post. There's actually, if you can just post the email to the center, it's probably best. Just post the email to the center, and they can write to us and let us know that you would like a consultation with me. And I'll do my very best to serve you, to help you to transform whatever challenge you are facing in your life. Love you all. See you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.